Good afternoon. This is Blue Angel 777. Today's March 23rd, 2020. Today's 12 day rounded down to a 3 about balance. The 12 is funny because I just looked at the clock and it was 12:12 when I was turning on my camera to get ready to do this video. So whoever that's significant to that 12:12 energy. Also that rounds up to like foundations, the 4s, 4, 8, 12. And yesterday I spoke of that thin veil between the two worlds, spirit world and that now, and the known and the unknown, and seen and the unseen. And I spoke of dreams. I will be having dreams tonight or last night. I'm curious to how many of you had dreams. And I did. I had a dream last night, or this early this morning. A very significant dream to the wise ones, the ancient ones being here, like I explained in my audio yesterday, and through this whole week, this week energy. We're getting ready for the new moon, which is tomorrow, shifting into these new beginnings and releasing the old. And our ancient ones, our ancestors, and our spirit, the ones in spirit world, are here with us. My mother passed on quite a while back, a few years back, and she came to my dream last night. And the wise ones, what was interesting in my dream was I was at work trying to leave. I couldn't leave because I was trying to finish up last minute stuff. You know, making sure everything was perfect. All the numbers were totaled right. Everything was added up. So it's like finishing this old stuff. Making sure everything was balanced. Okay. And then as I was leaving, I didn't have a ride home because it was late into the night. And my mother, I needed a ride home, so I called my mother and asked her to come and get me. And she was on the phone and she spoke to me and said she was on her way. And after I got off the phone with her and I was waiting for her, it was dark. The night was it was clear, but it had a haze of clouds in it. Like, it wasn't completely clear, but enough where you could see the moon. It was full. And the trees didn't have leaves on them yet, so it was like now, the beginning of spring. And I got a phone call from a man. He called me, and usually it was an unfamiliar number, and I don't answer usually, ever, or even message people I don't know that message me. I never, unless I request one from you. So I took the phone call, I answered it because I knew I needed to, and there was a man on there, and he was talking to me. He needed me for something. And I said, I was a little irritated because I was just getting off the phone with my mother and I was waiting. The day was kind of anxiety, kind of pushed fast. It was moving quickly but delayed, and I had to do these last minute things. And in the masculine energy says that he had a problem because I said, who is this? Who am I talking to? You know, I was a little impatient. And he said, well, I don't know. I shift between two. And he's shifting between two. And what my intuition was saying was that his ego and his true self. So he didn't know who he was today. And so I said, well, who are you right now? You know, I didn't have patience. I was like, I'm trying to do these things here. And I was like, who are you right now? And he said, and he referred to himself as a number. I'm ... I don't remember the number. I really wish I did, but I don't remember the number. But what he was referring to is like he was a police officer, a security guard, something that goes by a number. So I'm like, okay, so what do you need to tell me? Unfortunately, I didn't get to what he was going to tell me because as he was speaking, I looked up and I saw a bald eagle come flying behind the trees in the moonlight of this full moon energy, which is April 7th. If I said April 17th or 19th in the past, in the last few reads, I'm sorry, I was wrong. It was April 7th. The full moon is in Libra, by the way, balance. This eagle flew in, and I could see the white of its head, very distinguished. It was showing me it was a bald eagle on the other side of these trees, and it landed on top of a flagpole of the United States. And the flag kind of blew in the wind a little bit, and the eagle landed. But right as he landed on top of that flagpole, I was running up, pulling my phone, trying to get to pictures, to take a picture of this. It was the most amazing, amazing picture. And as I went up to do it, it shifted, and it shape-shifted into an owl. And that owl was sitting on top of that flagpole, very proud. And then all of a sudden there was another owl. There was two owls. And as I went to take a picture, the owl flew off, and I got the picture of the owl's wings spanned out. And I got a picture in front of this full moon energy of these two owls flying off, and it was huge, one of those wide. And I was thinking the wise owl, the wise owl. I was thinking of the ancestors that were here with us to help us transform into this new beginning, this full moon energy by April 7th. It will come to a completion. So we're shifting into the new moon tomorrow, of balancing things out, figuring things out. What do we need to do? Releasing things, letting things go, and then our ancestors are here to guide us and help us. So I wake up, and I'm staring, trying to remember. This dream is so clear, and I remember yesterday saying that I'm having a hard time remembering my dreams. This dream stuck in my mind completely. By the way, I was wakened at 5 a.m. before I had this dream, significantly at 5 a.m. and remembering as I was awake and half asleep how yesterday I was woken up at 7 a.m. So 5 and 7 are major numbers, a change, transformation, freedom, and 7 is about the divine coming in, the energy of the creator is here with us, that divine love, that energy. So I'm laying there, and I could hear my son stumbling down, and I go, David, and he walks up the stairs. He has a sage bowl. He's burning sage, and it was very smoky. And I go, are you smudging? He said, yeah. And I didn't say nothing. I'm laying in my bed half awake, and he's smudging my whole room down. And he gets to my window facing the north, and, facing the south. It's facing the south. And he lifts he goes, Mom, I have my chanupa on that windowsill, wrapped in red cloth for protection. And he goes, Mom, and my dream catchers are on that window too. And he goes, what are you gonna do with this? He was afraid to touch my chanupa because it's sacred. And I said, go ahead and lift it, and lay it on my bed. He had to lift my window up. When you do a house cleansing, you should have one window open so that you could push any negative dark energy out, and that's what he was doing. And I thought it was cute. I didn't say nothing. I let him do what he needed to do because he was guided to do it. And he's my 16-year-old son, by the way. And he lifted the window completely, and he was smudging around the window and letting it go. He was smudging my closets everywhere, smudging. And then he sat down, and as he sat there, the crow spirit flew in, my bird, my messenger, and it caught 4 times: foundation, stability, structure, rebuilding. And here we got to it cawing again another 4 times, another 4. It flew off, and then it caught 3 times for balance, finding that balance within. The full moon is that balance. It's a Libra moon on April 7th. I go downstairs. I'm trying to do this quickly. And my older son, my 20-year-old son, had a dream also, and he was dreaming about anxiety, restriction, heat, what it feels like, and how to calm yourself after. So he learned how to calm anxiety. And then when he dreamt of this new house, this new building. Everything was clean and brand new, and they were rebuilding this new house. He goes, Mom, we had this new house. It was beautiful. And what he was telling me was this new structure, rebuilding, this new beginning of rebuilding and foundation, spiritual foundation, family foundation, this rebuilding the structure. So with that being said, I'm going to do a reading for today, because today is a 12 down to balance, finding the balance within that Trinity, the Vesica Pisces, within that oneness, within that sacred self energy. So I'm going to start my read right now. today with moon energies in Pisces, that deep psychic intuition. Our ancestors, that veil is still thin. We're feeling it. We're getting signs, messages, feathers, colors, flower, anything that is coming to you that you recognize, dreams, numbers, repetitive numbers, synchronicities, everything are signs that the ancestors are with us, and our passed on loved ones, our angels are with us. Okay, our messengers are here to guide us and to give us hope and to keep that faith. And I bought this candle today, a couple days ago, because I ran out of all my white candles that I burned. And I bought this candle, and I just grabbed any one that was white. I didn't really read it. It's like a Catholic candle to this Spanish culture or Mexican culture. And it's the Lady of Fatima. And I didn't read the prayer on it because it's in Spanish, and I'm not Spanish. I don't understand the language. But as I was lighting it today, I looked down and it said Our Lady of Fatima on it. It's in English below, and I didn't notice that. And it says, I come from heaven. I am the Lady of the Rosary. I have come to warn the faithful, to mend their lives, and to ask pardon for their sins. They must not offend our Lord any more, or for he is already too grievously offended. For he is already too grievously offended by the sins of men. People must say the rosary. If people do as I ask, many souls will be saved and there will be peace. And that's kind of what's going on, this cleansing. Also, when I woke up, there was a thin layer of white snow all over that we had, but it was very thin, enough to cover everything. It was this light blanket of snow everywhere. It was very beautiful. And I was thinking of a cleansing, and also that thin layer, that thin veil. So also, and I look up in this 12, the number 12. So, and 3, it goes on to 3, so balance. So I call it angels, ancestors, guides, and masters from 5D and above. I call on the directions, west, north, east, south, north, earth, universe, all my relations. I call on the elements, fire, earth, air, water, and ether. I'm picking up fear energy. Throat chakra energy needs to be cleansed, balanced. There's the hanging man, looking at a different perspective, seeing the light. I call on the winds, the messengers of the universe. And the sun's very significant of seeing the light of truth. This judgment day, judgment energy. The winds are coming from the southeast today. That Milky Way is opening up. That's where spirits go on, the spirits and the Milky Way. That void energy. And east is that new beginning energy, the sun. That rising of the sun. Okay, so what is the energy for today for the masculine and feminine on March 23rd, 2020? What is the energy today for the masculine and feminine energy on March 23rd, 2020? We're going into the new moon on tomorrow, March 24th, 2020. Well, we got the Queen of Cups, nurturing Mother Earth energy with the King of Cups. Beautiful. That's that balance. That's that unconditional love. The King and the Queen of Cups of that sacred connection of Mother Earth and feminine and masculine energy of the alignment of oneness, that heart center, that divine love, that 8th soul star chakra, that alignment. They're both, the Queen and the King are in their heart center, and that's that Piscean moon energy that we're in today. But we got this 10 of Swords energy, and that's that stabbing the back energy. But what it is that the swords are going down the spine, activating those chakras, in awakening, going through an awakening. And through that dark shift, coming out of the dark and going into that light, this new beginning is seeing that light, heaven and earth energy. But there's this deep, deep love that's helping us see the truth in that. And there's going to be an offer, a promise of a Knight of Cups, or some type of promise or proposal. Okay, and there is the strength. The masculine, the feminine energy here is the strength. And that's the 11th card. And the strength is, well, we got the 10, a completion. And the strength is the taming of the masculine and feminine energy, that sacred connection, that alignment of drawing together, coming together, a convergence. I heard yesterday, I never heard that word before, the masculine and feminine energy as a convergence, the strength of coming together. Their hearts are aligned, that oneness within. Shedding the old, going into the new. There's an offer coming. Nine of Swords is here, anxiety and fear. We have a Two of Wands, knowing, a building, structure, rebuilding, knowing that we have to. Four of Coins, foundation, beautiful. And the Hermit, holding, oh, we're all in Hermit energy. We're all quarantined right now, so we're in that Hermit. And while we're in that Hermit stage, it's a 9, also another 9 September, Virgo energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, strength, Leo energy, Wands, fire, all the energies are in here. But the Hermit is, I believe, is Virgo. It's 9 September. So we're in that energy, that earth energy, while we're being grounded and we're being quarantined. We're seeing this light. We're seeing the light. We're on the top of that mountain, and we're leading and holding that light for everybody else, because there's this death energy here, the ending of that cycle, the dark. There's the end here, 13 number, and having ideas of this new beginning, thinking about and making decisions. There's decisions that need to be making, because we have the free will to choose which path we want to take. And there's that water, deep emotions behind, and she's blindfolding, holding the swords of truth up in air, believing in the dark and the night, the ego and the true self. And that's what that man was talking about in my dream, is he didn't know who he was, so he's figuring that out. But we're building structure, knows we need to build this new beginning, this structure. The Four of Coins is a foundation of Mother Earth. The 4 represents foundation and structure of rebuilding. The pentacle with his feet on it in the ground, and the pentacle on top of his head is that higher self energy, and juggling the two between. And then 6 of Swords here is leaving the old, making a decision to leave, ending, and coming to the new beginning, that peace and balance within. Beautiful. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Oh, I just did it again. I'm running out of sage. I never thought I would run out of sage. I have so much of it, baskets of it, and I'm running out of it. That's one of the things that I'm worried about running out of. But you could burn cedar or sweetgrass too. Okay. Today, the Mohawk tribe, as part of the Iroquois tribe, I'm part of the Iroquois tribe. I'm Oneida from the Iroquois nation. At 6 o'clock p.m. today, are smudging their houses with cedar, tobacco, sage, sweetgrass, palo santos, whatever you have. At 6 o'clock p.m. today, smudging and to pass that on, that information, all at 6 o'clock today, to help heal, purify, and help with the Mother Earth and healing, passing on, and prayer for healing energy, clearing and purifying Mother Earth. So today at 6 o'clock p.m. Okay. Ten of Swords energy. The Ten of Swords is a victory with a divine feminine. That 6 card, and then there's this, the Page of Swords, that new idea, this birth of this new idea, and it's coming quickly because the wind in the hair, moving fast. In the 6 of Wands is that energy, that fire energy coming in, but there's going to be a victory. And that higher self is that of the divine feminine, the 2, the number 2, the masculine and the feminine energy there, the yin and the yang, that balance energy. But she is the divine feminine, the Tara. She is the divine feminine, and she's the victory of her is the masculine, the feminine, a Mother Earth energy. I'm getting the 2 of Wands is knowing. 2 of Wands of communication, knows the needs of communication. No, okay, I have to calm down. No, we need to communicate. in a fast. The energy is coming very quickly, coming through. The Eight of Wands energy. This building, this foundation, this ending, and this structure is coming very fast. This energy is. And but it's also communication, having balance within that communication. I'm getting that fear energy again. What is the proposal of the Knight of Cups? I'm sorry, I didn't do that one. A message is coming. Some type of message is coming through. A spiritual message with a High Priestess and justice. The 11 energy of justice here. Balance. A balance. Okay. Eight of Coins, that structure rebuilding towards the 3. This union. And I talked about the crow cawing 4 times and then cawed 3 times. This union of balanced trinity within, rebuilding the structure. 4 of Coins, of knowing and hanging on to that idea. Hanging on to this knowing of that. I have very anxious energy. There's a lot of anxiety stuff with this energy that's going around, with the sickness that's going through. Rebuilding and victory on that. The 7 there. There's a 7 number. The Chariot, the masculine, feminine energy of balance again. So we got the High Priestess and the Chariot of victory, being divinely guided. That celestial, cosmic guidance of the stars here, of victory, of being guided through this structure, this new beginning. And we get the masculine, the feminine here, the yin and the yang, this balance within. The Hermit energy, this knowing or seeing the light on top of the mountain, this knowing of truth, the Queen of Swords energy. Knowing the truth. Knowing the truth. Hermit. They're seeing the truth in that energy. With the toxic karmic cycles, with that energy of seeing the truth in that. The addictions, codependency energies, and then seeing the truth, the Sun energy, beautiful. That's the masculine energy. Seeing the truth with this Hermit energy of being quarantined and everything, really seeing the truth in the dark and the light, the dark and the light. And that's what I said before I did the reading. As these karmic cycles are ending. And I just looked up, it was 2222. So this thin veil, this portal that's opened up, we're really seeing that energy of, and the ancestry here to guide us to see that, and the angels and the divine guidance. It's divine timing. That's what I'm getting, is divine timing of shifting out that 10 of Swords and the dark and the light, the masculine, the feminine. This dark karmic cycle's over with, and we're leading into the light of truth here, in this energy of seeing this. The Sun is that masculine energy, seeing the truth of wisdom and understanding. When that light comes up in the morning time, there's a pause in that energy. And that pause, that energy is that void energy. That's that peaceful, that oneness within you, that Vesica Pisces energy, that balance within. And with that is this death energy. And that's that toxic and the ending of leaving it out in the cold. Also sickness. Okay. So this represents that the virus that's going through, and is the sickness and retreat and healing left out in the cold of this energy. Very, very significant. Wow. The 5 of Pentacles with this death energy is some people are going to be sick. They're healing, going through a healing, and fighting it, standing their ground, fighting with that 7 of Wands energy. And with that, they'll be offered. There's going to be tower moments, structures coming down, but with that, we'll have victory with this Wheel of Fortune. We'll be gaining this new beginning, this Sphinx facing the east of truth. So structures are found now. There's going to be an offer. There's some type of something coming forward in the 3D and the 3rd dimension of helping and finding that strength of fighting this, and this old and structures are falling down, rebuilding, coming down, and then we're rebuilding here with the 4 of Pentacles, with this new cycle, this new beginning, this 10 of a Wheel of Fortune energy. And that's that balance of the elements too. And that's that balance in facing the east energy, facing the east energy. I said today was a southeast. South is ending. It's summer energy also. The Sun is very warm and growing, and east energy is this new seeing and the new beginning, and the Sun energy here of the Sphinx And also it's a protection. The Sphinx face in the east of the Orion's belt, the Giza, the three pyramids there, the Sphinx that sits on there protects. It's a protector too, so we're protected. Okay, Page of Swords. Three of Swords wants to come out. Heartbreak, sadness. Knight of Wands, of energy of this fire, this Aries energy of fight, a knowing, an idea is sort of divine feminine, that fire energy, that passion, the Holy Grail, that rose, the Holy Grail, the divine feminine energy is that sun here. She's holding that sunflower facing, the sunflower always faces the east, where the sun rises. The sunflower always faces that. So that warmth, that passion, that fire, that energy, the divine feminine, she's in her power. She's in her strength. And he knows this, and he's the Knight of Wands, that fiery energy, that passion he has, holding the world in his hand, and the Holy Grail, this divine feminine, coming to ideas and making a decision to Two of Swords, finding the strength within. And we got the strength twice, so that strength is really in here, standing his power, the Seven of Wands, that fire within him, of understanding and finding that strength within him, of knowing who he is. And with that knowing of who he is, the Two of Wands energy, and the Two of Wands energy twice here, 2-2, 2-2-2 energy, is 2-2-2 energy here, is balance, foundation, new relationship, new beginnings. But the 8 is the eternity of foundation, abundance and joyfulness, happiness, love. We're going to have that abundance, but that strength is the feminine, eternity symbol here, of the feminine taming the masculine, the Leo Lion's Gate here, of a decision, and that finding that strength to make that decision. There's the Seven of Cups energy. That's what they chose in the past is not what they thought it was going to be. Towards the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, sorry. The Ten of Pentacles, and that's to find that strength and making that decision of that abundance and joyfulness and happiness here on 3D, this new structure, new beginning of heaven on earth energy. Okay, the Six of Swords is leaving, finding that balance. So we got 4 2s, 2-2-2-2. That portal that's opened up, that energy that we're in is about balance, of juggling. Finding that balance to leave the old and going towards their peace. Completion, ending cycles, leaving, making a decision to end, but still having that strength to move forward and finding their peace and balance, the Temperance. Beautiful. Beautiful. They want that peace and balance and this passionate new beginning, Ace of Wands, and that fire, the passionate new beginning. Okay. So let's find the energy of the masculine and the feminine, of what's going on right now today with these dreams and these wise ancient ones here, and being divinely guided and finding that balance within, rebuilding, restructuring, mostly about balance. What is the energy of the masculine energy today? 2 cards, please. I saw caring connections. What's the energy of the masculine, please, today? What's the energy of the masculine energy today? Contract. That's the balance. I'm getting 6 balance energy, of the balance in contract is a marriage card also too, but contracts that the masculine has. Finding that balance in there. And the thinking woman. The thinking woman. Interesting. That's 11, number 2. Mercury is in Pisces right now. So it's a deep emotional thinking here. On the 3D, the thinking is the air sign. Balance, Libra. By the full moon, something's with the masculine, the 3D, by the full moon, feminine energy, is 11, the 3rd chakra, fighting her strength. That's that solar chakra energy of taking your power back, getting your strength back. Some people need feminines. You might need to work on your solar chakras, but it is about strength. We got that sun right above The sun energy. I was talking about the sun before. It's finding our strength, seeing the truth. Excuse me. Indigestion. What is that? Fear energy. I'm releasing someone's energy. I get that burping sensation. Feminine, please. Calling your power back. For this with feminines, calling your power back one particle at a time. And then there's action, 17. The 17 number is the 8th soul star chakra, the star card. It's the 8th soul star chakra of that divine love. The 8th soul star chakra is that 6 inches above your crown chakra, of a connection with your Akashic records, your ancestral, your that ancient background from beginning of time. It's that action and balance. The dark and the light, the masculine, the feminine energy, and the feminine is leading the way and being divinely guided by that divine love energy, the strength to lead him. The masculine and feminine energy together. There's a storm coming, a 10 of completion of old cycles of masculine and feminine coming together. There's a storm, and that's a sickness, everything that's happening. There's lots of fear energy in here. So to really be balanced with Mother Earth, and trust in the unknown. It's coming through quickly, this energy. We're getting ready for it. And to have faith. And to say your prayers and do forgiveness. Masculine and feminine together, please. One more. Masculine and feminine together, please. Angel of love. Beautiful. That unconditional love, and feminine here, and the 10 of Pentacles, heaven on earth energy, finding that strength. We're balancing. Contract, balance here. Action, balance here. Masculine, feminine, the yin and the yang energy. We got that with the divine feminine here too, and also with the chariot here, being divinely guided. This chariot of this foundation, this new foundation. And there's a storm coming in, this sickness coming in, this war, chemical warfare, whatever it is, coming in. But the angel of love, which represents 13, down to a 4, is foundation, this new structure building. In that love, the 2 cards, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, is that unconditional, nurturing, loving energy, that oneness within, angel of love energy, that feminine energy, the feminine coming in, of look at all those pinks and peaches, and that sacral chakra energy, that passion, but in a different softness energy, that feminine energy, and that love and nurturing energy of Mother Earth is healing. Angels and ancestors, what's your message for today? Looked up a 33 master number. The eagle, my dream, the eagle, a masculine, seeing this higher perspective. And I was talking to that masculine energy on the phone when this eagle flew in. So he's seeing that higher perspective, seeing from a higher perspective. The native culture believes in that bald eagle too. In the circle of life, this evolution, the spiral evolution towards the light, the universe. And I'm seeing 7, the 7 directions, the 7 directions, west, east, north, south, Mother Earth, universe, and all my relations. And Mutakiasi, all my relations, means all of my relations, not just on this earth and the heavens, but the universe energy. And that third eye is open up, that throat chakra, that coughing we're doing, we're clearing that throat chakra. And at 33 master numbers here, of angels, but we're clearing that and speaking our truth and thinking and manifesting. And this eagle, seeing this higher perspective, everything the masculine is, but their third eyes open up, this love, unconditional love, because they're in their heart center and their strength, finding their strength, is open up their third eye and able to see this truth. Blue, throat chakra. Archangel Michael for protection, the sword of truth, a protection. Feminine energy, please. Angels and ancestors, what is the feminine message from the feminine? For the feminine. Night, beautiful. The Holy Grail, the rose, The sword of truth at night. Be brave and honest. To be brave through this and honest. That Holy Grail, the rose is bloomed and blossomed as roses here of the Divine Feminine. She's in her power. She's in her strength, and she's leading the way. She's leading here. That white horse here is the Divine Feminine, and the masculine is the black. She's evolved and leading and pulling him along with her. The feminine and masculine together, please. The feminine and masculine together. Mother Earth. Can't get anything better than that. Beautiful. The healing of Mother Earth. That's what's happening. This transition, transcendence, feeling loved and comforted, that nurturing mother, unconditional love, energy, the masculine, feminine, both in that in alignment, coming together, and that's going to heal. This transition, that storm that's coming in, is a healing of Mother Earth, nurturing, and she's fruitful. The butterflies, whoever's seen butterflies, are transformation, energy, and I just said transformation through one of these. But that Mother Earth is healing, that growth and that green. We're healing in our heart center, and we're evolving. That's evolving light spiral towards the light, this universe. We're transitioning. Okay. Angels of Atlantis. Angels of Atlantis. Friendship. Archangel Uriel illuminating what we need to see. Friendship energy, this new beginning of coming together. Friendship, universal, all over the world. Everyone coming together and feeling that energy in the 3D. Everyone's coming together. We're all in the same boat. The Six of Swords energy. We're all in the same boat. And we all want peace, and we're fighting and struggling. We're all trying to find that balance. The Six of Swords is we're all in the same boat, going off towards our peace together, and realizing through this transition and this storm coming through, there's that friendship and illuminating what we need to see, looking out into the universe of coming together, this friendship, this higher perspective in the 3D. The feminine energy. Intuition, intuitively being guided, the insight, our intuition, that purple, that's third eye, crown chakra energy, that cranial, this energy, this storm is in our crown chakra, but this alignment, evolution of alignments of our chakras, and our intuition is being balanced, and that 10 of Swords is activating our chakras, awakening. But the feminine, Archangel Raziel, that purple energy of intuition, heightened intuition. Feminine, masculine together. Beginnings, new beginnings, beautiful, beautiful, new beginnings. Yes, new beginnings. Look at the new beginnings, this new world, new beginning. Holding the new, knowing this new world is this new beginning, beautiful, walking into those sands. Purple again, heightened information, intuition. Moonology, please, for the masculine. These new beginnings with that Ace of Wands. Masculine, please. Passionate new beginnings, coming out of the sky, and this fire energy. This fire energy is this fever. North Node. I got that yesterday. The North Node. The North Node is step out of your comfort zone. The masculine energy is the old ways of coming out of that dark energy, ending of the old structures, coming down. The foundations are coming down. We're rebuilding, going toward our North Node. The North Node means your true purpose of who you are. You're born into yourself, and then you get that ego self. And I was talking about the ego and the ego and this true self, that transitioning, shape-shifting that ego into the old wise ones there, as the North Node of coming together, also that peacefulness of coming together. But that North Node is that knowing your true self of who you are. Knowing your true self of who you are, and going into that stepping out of your comfort zone, these old ways, and going towards that. Almost being forced to. The feminine, the moonology for the feminine, the moon energy for the feminine. Be bold and make the first move, the feminine energy. Look at the night, the cosmic astrology, getting insight. The feminine is leading the way, taking action. She's got the action card. She's going to take action. Masculine and feminine together, alignment of what is coming together for the masculine and feminine energy, with moonology. Take time to breathe out. Breathing is really important. My son was talking about how important breath is today. He was talking about how he felt this anxiety and this tightness in his chest, and that he couldn't breathe. And I see a squirrel right now, for whoever that's for. The breathing, he was saying how it was tight and he was pinned down and he couldn't breathe and he was hot. And I felt like he was almost describing that sickness. Take time to breathe out. And I got insight a couple days ago about exercising our lungs and breathing. Take deep breaths out of your stomach and breathe out. And the masculine and feminine doing that together. And it's meditation also. It's about meditation. But breathing all into your stomach and breathing out. And we're exercising our lungs. And if we're prepping, not just food and things and medicines and things like that, but prepping our bodies, staying high vibrational. I'm really talking about that a lot, is staying high vibrational to keep our immune system high, cleansing your air, purifying, keeping your vibrations high. Like my son was smudging. He was clearing out any fear energy in the house. Taking that time to breathe out, breathing in, creator's breath, and breathing out all dark, and just keeping your immune system. But at the same time, you're exercising your lungs. So if you do get sick, it'll help you and to memorize, to remember when you're in that moment where you're having a hard time breathing, to focus on something and take slow, deep breaths and focus on that area. It's almost like Lamaze I'm getting in that breathing energy. Okay? So that's that message for today. I send you all love and light, peace, and stay healthy, stay high vibrational. That's my message. Stay balanced, grounded. Go, if you can, go step outside on the Mother Earth barefoot. I did that. It was cold, but I still went out there and put my feet on Mother Earth and just allowed her to ground me. And you can just visualize it yourself too. Solar chakra alignments, if you feel you need it, being grounded, meditation, showers, sea salt baths, staying cleansed, stay high vibrational, listening to high vibrational music, playing it throughout your house, keeping the energy high for your children. And listen to your children. It's another message. They're dreaming too, and they're all connected to that web. They're all connected to, they all have answers to this bigger picture. So please like and subscribe. Leave messages. Let me know if you dreamt last night. And I send you all love and light.